welcome back to On the Sofa with me, Hayley Palmer. We've got a really exciting lineup for you today. We've got X Factor's Gio joining us, plus Ben Jardine from Celebrity Big Brother. So here he is, it's Gio in the house. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing great. Really, really happy to be here.
Yeah, love it. So talk us through, you have had an amazing time since X Factor.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
I've been invited to shows, I've been writing some music, I've been organising a tour, I've just been really busy, you know, it's all been a bit wild, but a lot of fun. You know, I've had a great time, and I've been meeting some amazing people and working with some amazing people. I don't know. I've sort of been hanging around with the Strictly kind of crowd.
Oh, like
just they've sort of been around. Yeah, so it's it's been wonderful. I've been enjoying myself, and now I've got to meet you. So you know,
I mean,
winning.
Yeah, exactly, winning in life. So let's rewind a little bit because you've come from a musical background. Like me, I was given the recorder at school. I'm tone deaf. I feel like you've been gifted. You know, you've got an incredible voice. Where did it all come from?
Well, you know what? When I was a kid, I was never really into it. My brother and sister were heavily into sort of dance and singing and acting and stuff like that. And then I went to see this one show. It was called Starlight Express.
Love that. On
Everybody,
the rollerblades.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
No, roller skates.
Oh no, because I had a pair of Bauer rollerblades when I was little for my birthday.
I argue with this with my lady all the time.
Oh,
she's a rollerblader. I'm a roller skater.
Oh, okay. Get that right.
So so I went to see the show. It was absolutely amazing. Like, it was just so thrilling to see people running around on skates, singing at the top of their lungs. You know, it was not only physically challenging, it was vocally challenging. I just thought it was incredible. So I bought the cassette because I couldn't afford the CD.
I love a cassette.
Yeah, I loved the cassette.
Great days.
It was, and then the sound was amazing. You know, got that little hissy effect sort of, and the songs were coming out. It was amazing. So yeah, I listened to that over and over and over again, and the songs slowly but surely became a part of me.
Right.
And I started singing the songs, and as I was singing the songs...
But did you have singing lessons? I was going to say, how did that come about?
No, not at the time.
Really?
My mum came up the stairs and she sort of said to me, "Is that you singing?" And I was just like, yeah, it's not the track.
That's great, because that's the complete opposite of me. My mum's like, please just be quiet, Hayley. I've had enough. Yeah. Even now, Hayley, enough. Yes, yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. So what was your first musical that you got into?
My first musical was a musical called Bugsy Malone.
Love that.
Yeah. My first musical was a musical called Bugsy Malone. It was a lot of fun, and having had an Italian heritage, you know, an Italian background, you know, being able to walk around like a gangster, it was hilarious. It was, it was brilliant. I had a lot of fun. So.
Brilliant. And from there, did you go to theatre school or?
I then did another show, which was Whistle Down the Wind, which is Andrew Lloyd Webber's Whistle Down the Wind. Yeah. It was at the...
I love that
which
show.
Which theatre was it at? I think it was at the Novello Theatre. Or Aldwych, I like.
That's right.
And it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then from there, I saw that there was a couple of kids that were in, like, full-time theatre school.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to be a part of that world and sort of explore that and see if it worked for me.
Yeah.
And apparently it sort of did. And I sort of never really looked back from there, you know, from there onwards. It was great.
So you've been in a lot of musical. I've got a list here. Footloose, Mamma Mia, Grease, Dance to Dawn, Jesus Christ Superstar, and Bat Out of Hell. Have I missed out anything there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a few you've missed out.
You've done the rounds. Love it. What was your favourite one to do?
That's a really difficult question. I've just finished Bat Out of Hell, which you've seen.
Yeah, I went to see it in November.
Yeah.
I have to say, I think I was saying to you earlier, I literally just usually fidget and I'm like, what do I need in Tesco's? But I didn't. I sat there for the whole time and I was like, it's absolutely incredible. Yeah, but it's finished now, hasn't it?
It has finished, yeah. It finished in January, and it was absolutely amazing to do the last few performances after doing X Factor. So, I had a really good time. It's really different, you know, when you're doing different musicals, it's really different when you get to conceive an idea as well and conceive a character. And I did that with my part in Bat Out of Hell. Yeah. So it was amazing to kind of just, you know, progress with the show, grow with the show, evolve with the show. It was a great opportunity. But I think probably my favourite show of all time is Footloose.
Yes.
I got to play Willard Hewitt, which was like a cowboy, and he spoke like that, and you know, it was just great fun every single night. I was trying to do that. So you know, I wore a Stetson, I had dungarees on, and I couldn't dance at one point, and then I could, and I started doing breakdancing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's a great show. It really is.
Yeah, it was. You know, I was the underdog. You know, I was the one who couldn't dance, and then all of a sudden, you know, and I was socially awkward. And then, you know, all of a sudden I sort of blossomed like a pretty flower, and then, you know.
And the dance routines must be so hard to learn in that, because that finale is something else, isn't it?
So you saw it? Did you see it?
Oh yeah, I've seen Fitness.
Amazing, amazing. So you must have seen me in it, because I was like in every cast.
I think so, Gio. I'm not sure.
Could have done.
No, honestly, it's a great show. So how was your transition from doing these West End musicals, being, you know, doing this full time, to going into X Factor? What was the point where you're like, actually, I'm going to audition for X Factor? Because that must have been, you know, quite a tricky process, no?
Yeah, do you know what? I mean, you know, you think about it whilst you're doing shows like this, especially when you're writing music as well, because, you know, at one point during my life in theatre, I started writing music. It started becoming a passion of mine, because music always was a massive passion of mine. And I thought I'd try my hand at writing music, and it turned out that I could write music.
That's good, because I don't think I can. Like, I'm good at English. Like, someone sends me a message and they haven't got the full stop in the right place and stuff. I'm very funny about that. But actually writing a song, that is a real gift.
Yeah, you know what it really is. I think it's really tough. And you've got some of these artists that are absolutely amazing singers and amazing vocalists, but can't write a song for toffee.
Yeah.
And when you can sort of have both hand in hand, it's really cool. It's really nice. So yeah, you know, and the transition from theatre going into the X Factor was a weird one for me, because, you know, as I said, you think about it over time, and you think, oh, you know, what would life be like if you sort of went on that programme, etc. And every single time I sort of said no and said no and said no, and then I received a phone call. Received a phone call from a really cool guy who works at Psycho. And he said to me, look, we've seen a couple of videos of you on Facebook, etc., and we'd really love for you to come and audition. So I think that's even more of a difficult process when you actually get a phone call, because it's sort of like
I'd be like last in the queue for like 2 days.
Yeah, you know, it's sort of handed to you, and you're just like, well, what do you do with it then?
It's an opportunity, you've got to take it.
Do you carry on with your career, or do you take the opportunity? And then I thought, weighed up all the pros and cons, and there was way more pros than there was cons, so I was just like, no, I'm going to go along for it, and lo and behold, I did okay.
Yes, you went along to the first audition.
Yeah.
How nerve-wracking was that for you? Because obviously you must get a little bit nervous as a performer, but you're so used to performing in front of
big
weird,
crowds. Isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just
completely different.
Completely different, yeah. You're sort of flipping the script and you're changing it all together. But, you know, I as I said, I write music. I'm in a band and stuff like that. So,
were your bandmates supportive of you?
So supportive. They were
like, yeah, off you go, Gio.
They were just like, dude, it can only do good stuff for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can only, you know, put us out there more, which was great. And so it did. And you know, going along to the first audition, you know, I am a showman.
Yeah.
You know, I've been out there. I've performed in front of 5 people. I've performed in front of 5,000 people. So I went in there, had an audition with the producers, and then all of a sudden you're out in front of. First of all, you're in front of 2 people, and then you're in front of 5,000.
Yeah,
and then you've got you've got the 4.
Because they've changed it now. You go in front of the big crowd quite early on now.
Straight away.
Yeah.
That was my first audition.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. I think I like the old days when it was like little.
When there was like 4 of them on the panel.
I'm like, oh no, it's a bit much.
Yeah, they were like, nah, we're just, you know, just 5,000. You can just go out there. But
for me, Gio, when they do the 6-chair challenge, I can't deal with that. Like, my nerves are on edge. I just can't even watch it.
It was...
And it's so cruel as well.
It's an interesting process. It is an interesting process. I sort of sat there and I had my grandfather's dog tags in my hand and sort of prayed to stay in my seat. But luckily enough, I was sort of like towards the tail end of all the older people. So it was like, if I make a chair, then I've got a slim chance of leaving. So
I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
You can move someone else, but I'm staying right here.
Did you not see that lady? She just picked up the chair and she walked off with it. She was just like, just picked it up and was just,
incredible.
She was hilarious.
So then you went to judges' houses.
Yeah.
How was that?
Judges' houses was amazing.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
And where was it you went?
We went to LA.
LA.
We went
just
to
casual.
LA and like...
You had the best place. Like, you know...
Robbie and Ida were there the whole time as well, and they were absolutely lovely.
I was going to say, how was your relationship with both of them?
Just amazing. Yeah, they're just normal people.
Yeah.
They're just so cool. Like Robbie's a nutcase and has a blast all the time. I don't know if anybody's seen Ida's post on Instagram. I fell asleep whilst his acts were rehearsing, and he came over to me and was like pointing at me, called me out for falling asleep. But when you're doing the show,
you need a little cat nap, don't you?
Yeah, when you can sleep. sleep. You need to sleep.
Oh yeah, I'm the same. I love an afternoon nap.
Yeah,
ranges from like 20 minutes to 5 hours.
Exactly.
I'm wiped out.
And when you're doing the stuff that you do during the day, it's intense.
Yeah, of course.
Intense. And those studio days are really long.
Oh, are they?
They're really, really long. So you're talking like 12, 13, 14-hour days.
Oh God, I need my Lucozade.
Yeah, exactly. Lucozade. Yeah, you know.
But you're on adrenaline.
Yeah, you're on adrenaline. But it's it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
And who do you keep in contact with?
I keep in contact with a lot of them actually. They all came out for my birthday. We all went out, like all the contestants, etc. I speak to Robbie a lot. I speak to Ida a lot. Yeah. And those are the two people that I've kept in contact with.
Yeah, they're the main ones.
You know, but the whole production team,
there's
everybody from
so
ITV
much that people don't realise, isn't there?
Like, yeah, they were all so lovely and so nice, and I sort of speak to the guys all the time, which is it's lovely.
Yeah, I mean for me, when you were on the show, my favourite week was The Greatest Show from The Greatest Showman. That was the point that I was like, winner to me.
Yeah,
I love that. That was brilliant.
I think it's amazing to do a song like that, but going at the beginning is a blessing, and it's also a nightmare because you go right at the beginning, you get to open the show. Yeah. There's no feeling like
it. And it's live on a Saturday night.
And it was amazing. The energy was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I bet.
It was incredible, but at the same time, by the time you get to the end of the show and it's voting time, people sort of forget about what you've done in that particular performance, and you're just like, oh, all right then.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And that particular song changed like so many times.
Oh, really?
Because that was the week that I ended up going out. You say it's your favourite, but I ended up going out.
I know, but that's when I got in a mood with X Factor, because I was like, no.
It wasn't.
I always seem to get it wrong now. I thought I could pull out the winners, but it just depends, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, if I had a quid for every time somebody came up to me and said that you should have won the programme, because of what I was bringing to the programme, something brand new, I'd be a very rich man.
Okay, and last question, talk us through the hair routine.
The hair routine?
Yeah.
I wash it a lot, I look after it a lot, and...
No, I wonder, because I've got long hair, and actually it's quite easy to manage. Do you find that with yours?
Yeah, I find it, it's quite easy to manage, and I mean... God, everyone has spoken about my hair, especially on the...
it's quite unusual, isn't it?
On the programme. Yeah, they were like, if you're going to get an endorsement or whatever, you need to speak to like Ozzy or Wrecking or whatever. And those would be the endorsements, the paid partnerships that I would get.
There we go.
But yes, I look after my barnet.
Little hair flick there.
I do love it very much, I woke up this morning, bit of dry shampoo,
Can't be a bit of dry shampoo, can you?
You can't.
Stay exactly where you are, because after the break we'll be joined by Mr. Ben Jardine from Celebrity Big Brother. I'll see you then.